this video, I do want to have a look at Solana because Solana is up 25.6% in the last week. And the big question is this a good time to buy Solana? Should you wait? Can it potentially keep on pumping? If we have a look right here on the charts, we can see that Solana right now is nearing that overbought region on the RSI, as you guys can see right here. And the big question is, will this keep on going up and pretty much moving forward? So that's what's happening. Let's dive into crypto bubble real quick. We can see that we got a lot of cryptos pretty much heavily in green. It feels like the bull market is back. We're not talking about 3%, 5% gain. We're talking about 25%, 38%, 18%. Gala making a comeback gains. Overall, obviously, if we're having a look at the past 24 hours, we're looking at something different because the market did take a nice pump in the last week. But despite the pump, this is barely down, right? Despite this, we are still up 25, 30, 40, 50% in the last week. So that's what's happening right now on Solana. Let's have a look on Sol. On CoinGecko, we could see it's currently traded at $24.30. We're going to have a look at a full trading view analysis in just a second, but I do want to have a look at Solana right here on CoinGecko. So first of all, the volume is abnormal. The volume, we're looking at $717 million worth of volume in the last 24 hours. So almost $1 billion worth, guys. That is abnormal. That's really crazy for a bear market. And keep in mind, this is still a bear market, not a full-on bull market just yet. Circling supply sitting at $413 million, looking pretty good. $24. Personally, I bought Solana, a little bit of it at $20, up right now, currently up at $24, looking pretty good. I'm hoping for a consolidation or pump from here, but we're gonna have to see. Now remember, these RSIs don't always respect, you know, the overbought oversold region, but we can see right here that every time we're pretty much overbought, we pretty much kind of like pull back a little bit. So we were overbought right here, we pulled back, oversold right here, we pretty much went to the moon. Overbought right here on the RSI, pretty much pulled back. So we can see that every time we are above essentially the 70 on the RSI, we pull back. Every time we are below the 30 oversold, we essentially go to the upside. So not only is that happening, but we're also consolidating in this region right here on Solana for quite some time. I mean, right here since January 2023. So January 11, 2023, Solana has been consolidating in this horizontal pattern right now. And the big question is, where will it break out first? Now, this was obviously a huge fake out. This was obviously a huge fake out as well. So we got bull traps, we got bear traps happening. So we're gonna have to see what the real thing is. I would love to see a consolidation here on Solana before essentially continuing to the upside. Now, before I continue with the TA, guys, you could actually earn up to $20,000 using my link in the description below if you sign up with MEXC today. They do have one of the cheapest fees in the market. Maker taker fees on spot at 0%, on futures 0% if you're using Maker, and taker 0.01%. So probably the cheapest fees in the market, way cheaper than Binance, Coinbase, and all these other exchanges that you're actually using. And of course, guys, the Bitcoin halving is around the corner, 186 days, 1 hour and 46 minutes. This does fluctuate depending on, you know, the mining, the speed and everything, but it should be anywhere between end of March to beginning of April. That's when the Bitcoin halving is supposed to be happening. Right here, it says April 6, 2024. We know what happens a few months after the Bitcoin halving. That's usually when the crypto cycle pretty much explodes. So I'm not saying right after the Bitcoin halving. You shouldn't 100x your position right after the Bitcoin halving, but you probably should consider it dollar cost averaging your positions around that time. So if we have a look at the moving averages real quick on Solana, okay, so we had a look at the RSI real quick. Let's have a look on the moving averages on the daily time frame. First of all, we can see right here on the daily time frame that things are looking okay. Things are not, you know, they're not looking so bad. We did come up above the 200 moving at the 50 moving average right here. As you guys can see, we are above the 200 moving average, which is very bullish. But what happened last time we went above the 200 moving average, we pretty much went parabolic for a little bit more before essentially coming back down. So I'm looking for another blow off top right here. Maybe it's going to be $35, maybe it's going to be $50 $50. Who knows? I'm looking for a 50, 48, $50 region before essentially coming back down and pretty much consolidating. But we're gonna have to see. We do have some strong support regions, or I should say region anywhere between 27 to 45. But I would say 45 is really where, you know, the strong resistance is. We're gonna have to see. We do have some resistance obviously right here, as you guys can see. This is all resistance. Anything that's flipped to support or was previously support automatically gets flipped to a resistance. So once we break out of this area right here and we successfully close above the this level right here, which is $26, we should see a massive support holding Solana at that region. So what I'm hoping to see is a massive not blow up, but a massive rocket. $32 comes right here, come back down before essentially coming back up to $45. Now you guys can see this should take approximately 2 months. Okay, we're most likely not going to see something like that. We're looking at a 2-month time frame right here, and pretty much that's about it. Things are looking really good on the weekly time frame as well, as you guys can see. So we're holding this shape pretty good. We did break above once again the 50 moving average right here. Now guys, we only broke this 50 moving average, I mean, the last time we were above it was right here. It was in 2022. I mean, a year, almost more than a year and a half ago. So obviously, it's going to be interesting to see if we can pretty much hold that region right here, because look what happened after we essentially broke above the 200 moving average last time. We essentially had red candles at 200, the 50 moving average, before essentially coming back down before it. So this is going to be very interesting. It's not only the 50 moving average, guys, it's also this very important resistance that I would love to see Solana break right here, because really this is really getting annoying, and I would love to see this bull market pretty much come back. I do want to have a nice little look at Bitcoin, because we know Bitcoin is king, and obviously guys, you know that whatever Bitcoin does, that's what altcoins do, and Bitcoin is pretty much very important right now. So before I end this video, I do want to have a look at Bitcoin, BTC, USDT real quick. So first of all, I do want to have a look at the 50 moving averages on, I mean, the 200 moving average on Bitcoin, because the 200 moving averages are very important, and they're respecting the Bitcoin chart a lot. And we can see right here, guys, ever since we broke above the 200 moving average right here, we pretty much been going parabolic. Bitcoin has been going parabolic. You guys can see right here, Thursday, January 23rd, pretty much went up 60%. Now obviously, ever since we came below the 200 moving average, we haven't been looking so great, right? Bitcoin has not been looking so great. As you guys can see, came all the way down right here, 8% below the 200 moving average, came back up, attempted to essentially break above the 200 moving average. We failed on the daily time frame, came back up a little bit, attempted again, failed another time, and now we're essentially coming back up. We did break above it, but we didn't close above it on the daily time frame. So obviously the 200 moving average right here is something that you really want to pay attention to, because assuming that things are looking bad and things get, you know, start to reverse over here, we could see pretty much Bitcoin come all the way to as low as $25,000 again, which would mean Solana would bleed again, everything will bleed again, altcoins will bleed again. It will be very boring, and about it. So we can see right here that on the 4-hour time frame, Bitcoin did have some sort of blow off top. We came up, boom, came back down. Obviously you could see it better on the daily time frame right here, boom, up, boom, came back down, and that's about it. But obviously guys, we were also overbought on RSI. So if I pull up the RSIs right here, we could see that, like I said in all my videos, every time we are pretty much overbought, we're gonna look for a massive sell pressure, and every time we're oversold, we're gonna look for buy pressure. So we were oversold right here, boom, up to the upside, overbought right here, boom, investors are like, all right, I'm out. Same thing happened right here, overbought, but same thing happening right here, oversold, boom, let's pump it. Another blow off top right here, boom, came to the upside, overbought, came back down, consolidated, which was good. I was hoping for another pump to see another overbought region, but guess what? We were still way overbought at this region right here. Boom, came back down, oversold, consolidated until we really came oversold right here and peaked below 30. So that's what's happening right now. I mean, on the 4-hour, things are looking good. I think it's gonna get very boring in my opinion. I think we're gonna consolidate before going to the upside one more time. Pretty much that's about it. I mean, usually guys, when we have a pump like that and a lot of movement and volatility, we're usually gonna have a nice little consolidation movement before going to the upside. We can see right here that on the 1-hour time frame, we did enter that nice little oversold region, but we're not completely oversold just yet. I would like to see Bitcoin maybe coming back down and retesting 27,250 before making a move to the upside. So obviously this will impact Solana a lot. That's why I am talking about Bitcoin a lot in my videos, because obviously Bitcoin has a lot of impact on altcoins, and if you disagree with that, that's pretty much a lie. We know how important Bitcoin is to altcoin, and that's about it. So if you guys like this video, guys, please don't forget to smash that subscribe button, leave a like, turn those notification bells on, and I will see you guys in my next video later today. Peace out.